What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Riley.
And we are the Golf Style Guys. And today we are back in studio, folks. It's been a rough couple weeks trying to get this done from home, but we did it. We figured it out. Had to do some quarantine coming back from Florida, but we are back today and we have a packed episode. And we're going to be talking if Jordan Spieth should leave Under Armour because it's just getting too old for me. And, maybe he should explore more options. So let's jump into the newest segment of the show, the best dressed of the week from the previous Pebble Beach AT&T Pro-Am. I'll let Riley jump in first.
Yeah, so I don't have a pick for best dress, but I do want to shout out two people. One was terrible, one was just good for the vibe of golf. Ryan Moore, not a super popular guy on tour. He's kind of just like whatever. But he was rocking a hoodie on Sunday, which is great. He was on featured groups on PGA Tour Live, so it was good to see guys rocking a hoodie. And they were kind of all over the place, hoodies this week, just because, Pebble this week was kind of cold. It was like in the 60s all week. So hoodies were all over the place. So shout out Ryan Moore. And then Tom Hoagie, who I believe was in the final group on Sunday with Jordan, one of the final groups anyway. He was rocking a long sleeve, I think navy quarter zip with a black vest. So Tom, you look terrible. It was awful. So just figure it out. You got to be better than that. Navy on top, that's just bad. You just got to be better than that, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. I'll do kind of the same, and I want to bring some stuff to some people's attention. First of all, my worst dress has to be Patrick Cantley on Saturday. I get it was cold, Pat, but cold is like 65, so like it's ridiculous. But I understand it was cold, windy, chilly, but this dude walked out of the clubhouse, Riley, in a white beanie with a Goopaline ball on top. And short sleeves. Like, figure it out. Are you cold? Are you hot? What are you doing? Get better. I mean, if we're going to go all in on the cold, let's go all in on the cold. If we're going to go all in on the hot, let's go all in on the hot. And I get it. I know it can get windy, rainy at Pebble, but just pick one. Beanie, no beanie. And then he switched, like, mid-round. Just, no, come out in a hat, and that's it. Like, you're a professional golfer. This is what you do, week in, week out.
Yeah, I feel like the beanie is definitely, like, it should be the last thing you put on when it's really cold out. Like, you shouldn't build your outfit in cold weather off a beanie. Like, the beanie shouldn't be the first thing. Like, you shouldn't wear pants, normal polo, and then a beanie. Like, if you got a quarter zip on, you got a vest on, then throw the beanie on. Right. And it kind of just cold weather golf outfit.
Absolutely. No, 100%.
And speaking of cold weather golf, before we move on, did you see Jim Furyk on Sunday with his mittens that were the size of like a small SUV?
Yes.
He couldn't figure out how to like hold them when he was picking up his ball on the green. Like, he was shoving them everywhere. He needs to get one of those pouches.
Oh man.
The quarterback pouches everybody's been rocking, like the heated ones. My man Jim was wearing gloves that were legitimately 10 times bigger than his hand.
He's old school though, so he gets a pass.
He can figure it out.
He gets a pass.
Figure it out.
He gets a pass. He won't never change his ways. Hey Jim, if you're listening, dude, get yourself maybe a couple hand warmers, maybe.
Yeah, shout out Jim.
Maybe a couple a hand warmer pocket or something, how they call it, whatever. Just figure it out. Mittens got to go. Jason Day's a big mitten guy too. Get rid of the mittens in California.
Yeah, the old guy played good. He just hits fairways and greens, so that's what you need to do at Pebble. But he played well. Last
thing I want to bring to everyone's attention. Francesco Marinara, we all know that he hit that top shot on Sunday, but I found this super weird, and I know he has a Callaway contract, but he was rocking a Callaway hat with Nike year. I've never seen that done to this day, where unless Matthew Wolf's done it a couple times, but even so, I've never seen him wear a Callaway hat ever. It's always been Nike on Nike on Nike, and he was wearing a Callaway hat on Sunday. It was very weird.
He's always been a Callaway guy?
Yeah, always.
Like staffer?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like a new thing that club companies are trying to do. Like, hey, you can wear whatever apparel you want to, but like when it comes to the hat, we have your hat.
Yeah, that was,
it's becoming like a little bit more, like you said, like Matty Wolf does it. He's all Nike, and then when it comes to the hat, like TaylorMade's like, nah, we got your hat.
That's weird though, because Nike guys only wear Nike stuff, so I can't understand that one. I can't wrap my head around
across the board, Nike's like, if you wear Nike, like you're wearing Nike,
right? And you're not
for some reason.
And there's no other logo on the shirt but the Nike swoosh. It's something I love about Nike too, that they don't allow you to put a city logo. They don't allow you to put, the CBD company. No, it's just the swoosh that you're going to see on the shirt. Folks, before we jump into Jordan Spieth and rocking terrible Under Armour, we have to let you know about our friends over at Rhoback. The team over at Rhoback has been sending us their performance polos, Q-zips, pullovers, and hoodies for a while now, and I can't be more honest in saying I love their stuff. The gear is unbelievable, soft, comfortable, fits perfectly, and looks great. We have been able to take it off, and I've been wearing this hoodie for quite some time now. I might have slept in it once or twice. That's how soft it is. If you're a guy in your 20s or 30s living that young professional life, stealing a few rounds on the weekend, here's why you need to upgrade to Rhoback's performance polos. First off, their collars are amazingly soft and structured and laughed after many washes. Second, Rhoback's golf fabric is incredibly soft, stretchy, and wicking. Third, they nailed the fit. I mean, this fit is unbelievable. It's so tight around the arm. It looks very nice. It's very nice and soft. It pops my muscles a little bit, the few that I have, but it's
popping the muscles.
I love the fit of these shirts. I'm a big tight fit guy up top. I don't like baggy stuff like Tiger. And they really just nailed the fit. It's not your typical boxy dad golf polo, you know. For all you trying to tear up the course this time of year, Rhoback's Q-zip pullovers are soft as they get. No one does Q-zips like Rhoback. The exciting news is that our friends over at Rhoback are giving all of our listeners 15% off their first purchase. That's right, 15% off their first purchase. If you use the link in our video description today, that 15% off performance polos, hoodies, tees, and vests, and hats. All you have to do is click the link in the description below, and the 15% will automatically be applied. Folks, we cannot be more excited to be working with Rhoback, and we want you guys to check their cool stuff out as well.
Love Rhoback. I'm wearing one of the quarter zips right now. Crazy comfortable. This weekend I was rocking the hoodie, which I think we talked about the hoodie already, but the material is like perfect. It's like soft but also light, which is going to be crazy good on the course. I mean, in Massachusetts there's 1.5 feet of snow on the ground, so I can't really do anything about that. But yeah, when the spring comes around and we're playing like 60-degree rounds like early in the morning, that hoodie is going to be perfect. So go get some gear, guys. Not
for nothing, man. You know, I'm a big I like to wear what I wear on course, wear it off the course. I'm a big lifestyle guy, so this is not lifestyle. The other day I wore Q-zip to a dinner. Like, it was just so comfortable, looked so good, and I felt really good in it.
Yeah, I love it. And the hoodie, which I actually kind of like, the hoodie doesn't have a front pocket, which I actually like. I think that makes the look a little sleeker, especially on the golf course.
Absolutely.
I like it.
So let's jump into Jordan Spieth and Under Armour. Now, it's no secret that Jordan Spieth has been playing out of his mind the past 2 weeks. But should he change his brand?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I brought this up before we started talking about it. I just think Jordan kind of just needs to switch up in general. I mean, these last 2 weeks have been fantastic. I mean, back-to-back top 5 finishes, although he is the first player in, I believe, 8 years to hold 2 54-hole leads back-to-back weeks and not win. So that kind of stinks. But I think he just needs to switch it up and get kind of a new apparel brand in there. And Under Armour also doesn't really do anything. Yeah. Every single week Jordan comes out and maybe he has a little teal shirt underneath, but he's always rocking just a navy quarter zip. And then the hats that they have, the logos are awful. They have the Under Armour H in a circle that's again in a square. I don't know what they're doing, and they also fit terrible. They're not fitted to the head. They're make his head look squishy, and it sits weird. I just think Under Armour, I'm not a huge fan of them in golf apparel, and obviously not a lot of guys are, because it's Jordan the only one that wears it on tour. Is Gary with them anymore? I don't even think he is.
No, Puma.
So I just think if no one else, I don't know. I don't know why he's still with them. I just don't think they do a very good job.
So here is the reason why why he is still with them, because he's a branded guy for Under Armour. So when you think Under Armour golf, you think Jordan Spieth. But when I think Under Armour, first thing that comes to mind is Stephen Curry, basketball player, Bryce Harper, baseball player. I don't think golf when it comes to Under Armour, because it's just not the brand that I think they're associated with. I just don't. I can't see them tapping into the game as much as they are already, so they're very lucky to be working with Jordan Spieth. But I think as far as Jordan goes, I think he should explore other options. As far as, maybe Nike, maybe a Peter Millar, maybe someone on the lower level, Grayson at that point. But I just don't think Under Armour is the fit anymore. To me, it's getting old, and I think there's going to be a switch up very soon. I don't know if it's going to be this year. I'm going to assume it's going to be within the next year or two. That's going to be a switch up from Under Armour and Jordan Spieth. They're going to part ways.
Yeah, and I mean, for Under Armour, he's their only guy. Once Jordan is not Under Armour anymore, I don't know if they try to get another dude in that spot to be hey, this is Under Armour, we're on tour still. But when Jordan leaves Under Armour, if he leaves Under Armour within the next couple years, they're not going to be in the golf space anymore. And I don't know if that's just because they don't have, because when you look at like the major apparel brands, like Nike seems to have a lot of like TaylorMade guys, and like Adidas is like connected to Callaway, like it's those kind of things. Under Armour doesn't have like an equipment partner,
Right.
so that's no one on tour is Under Armour because you don't get it both ways.
Right.
You know what I mean? So once they stop wearing clothes, especially Jordan, like Under Armour is not going to be seen very much on tour.
Here's the thing. I don't think I can see Jordan wearing other, like I can't predict what he's going to be wearing, because typically I just can't see him and picture him in anything else but Under Armour. But with that being said, I do think he needs to make a change, because to me, the Under Armour is not doing the Under Armour logo does not go with the game of golf. Just their logo alone.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Like, again, I mentioned the hats earlier. Like, their design is just terrible. They have the H and the circle and the square and the triangle. Like, it's just bad. When I think about Jordan, like other brands, like it's hard to see Jordan and like Nike. I don't think he would ever go the Nike route. I think you mentioned like a Peter Millar or Grayson, like a smaller clothing brand, but then I could also just see him going kind of like the Max Homa route, where you just wear your sponsors. Like Jordan just goes to like FootJoy and Titleist because he's like kind of already in that, right? Like he just wears Titleist, wear FootJoy, and then bang, and he would automatically look better because those two companies do a great job. And then I think one of the things holding him back from leaving Under Armour, and I don't know if they've released one recently, but he does have the signature shoe with them. I don't know if they like are still doing that. I think last year, I think it was the last time I heard about it, but who knows what they're going to do. I just think he needs to mix it up a little bit, even if it's going to a brand that he already plays all the time.
Bro, that signature shoe is god awful.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's so narrow on the top of the foot. It's just so uncomfortable on the bottom of it. There's no like layers to the bottom of the shoe. It's so hard. They just give me. I think I wore it one time and they give me blisters.
Yeah, I just don't think Under Armour does a very good job in the golf space at all.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they do a good job in basketball because they have some really big names. I mean, they have one of the biggest stars on the planet, and his signature shoes are like pretty sick. I just don't think they do a great job in golf, and that's why Jordan's just gotta find something else, kind of switch it up and see what happens.
And I'm sure he gets that. He goes, listen, Under Armour's not a golf brand. You guys are basketball, baseball, football brand at that. You know, your style doesn't look good on the course anymore, and I'm sorry, and I'm gonna have to move away. And I don't know when his contract's up. I don't know if it's up soon. I don't know if it's up, like tomorrow. But I think when his contract up, there's no way he returns.
Yeah, I think so too. I think once he's fulfilled his obligation with Under Armour with this contract, it's not gonna be one of those things where it's just he re-signs like in past years where it's just like, no, we're back with Under Armour, whatever. This next time up is gonna be, let's explore other options and see what I can get elsewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We know money talks, guys. We know money is a big factor in all these contracts, but to some extent too, you want to look good on course. And I'm not saying Jordan doesn't look good on course, because his colors are kind of solid. I like when he wears white pants, maybe like an orange, Texas. Sometimes he wears the Texans colors on course. So I like those type of styles. They're solid colors. Again, no other logo on the shirts, but the Armour on their logo. But I think he knows the logo itself, just that little UU or whatever it is underneath, just does not look good at all.
Yeah, not a fan. And when he moves on, like you said, money talks. Who knows? I mean, to be honest, for a brand, right? I know he's played well in the last couple of weeks, but you're kind of getting a superstar in golf for like a pretty decent price, probably. I know his like name's still huge,
right,
but if he was winning majors and stuff, like he would be way more expensive. Now, if you're like a Peter Millar, you could see a Peter Millar or a Grayson like getting a guy like Jordan Spieth just because his stock, although the last couple weeks have been good, is like low.
So that's another reason why he's still with them, because he hasn't been doing well. So he can't come and leverage any contract that he has because he's not doing well, he's not performing. But since he has been doing well, I think it's time to have that conversation. Listen, guys, I need either give me more money or I'm just going somewhere else.
Yeah, he's back on TV now, right?
Yeah.
He's been playing well the last 3 years. He like isn't on TV. Like he's on featured groups sometimes, but again, that's not national TV. He hasn't been in the mix in 3 years. So now he's getting a little bit back on TV. So it might be getting to the point where like, hey, I'm being seen again. let's move on. Let me get into something else.
Yeah, absolutely. So let us know what you guys think. Should Jordan Spieth leave Under Armour? Are you guys tired of seeing him in Under Armour? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, if you're seeing this for the first time, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we get an episode dropped. And of course, check our friends over at Rhoback.com. Get your 15% off today. All you have to do is hit the link in the description below, and your 15% will automatically be applied at checkout. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good one.
Appreciate it.